what we have here. How long I have been waiting to encounter such a fascinating specimen. My understanding is you've had periodic blackouts since... when was it? Ah, yes. Early adolescence. Ever wonder what happens during those blackouts? Would you say you have visions of bloodshed? Yes, surely there is bloodshed. Embrace your inner self, Talk. That's Talk. That's the breakthrough we've been waiting for. The child within. Very good. We've made a lot of progress today. But be careful. A good thing only lasts so long. We'll need to discuss this further in our next session. When performing a lethal injection, it is essential that the needles be placed with absolute precision. And unlike standard medical procedures, with a lethal injection you have a patient who probably does not want the procedure to occur. Therefore, it is of vital importance that the restraints be tight and strong. Even with that, trouble may arise, and it may be incumbent upon the practitioner to take matters into his own hands, using whatever sharp-bladed objects he may have on his person. Lacerations to the body at strategic locations may put the patient into a state of shock, making him far more pliable, or at the very least, causing him to bleed to death, thus achieving the desired end. And who are we kidding? We're not really trying to be humane anyway. Class dismissed.
This is your doctor, Talk. It's bad news, I'm afraid. It looks like your problem is altogether more serious than I had originally suspected. You will need to come in. In the meantime, don't do anything rash. Don't become too upset. Don't get into any altercations, because there's no telling what horrible thing you might do. You must come to see me soon, if you ever hope to gain control.
The doctor looked inside my head and took the bad out. Dr. Killjoy made it all so easy.
Gentlemen, I'm so glad you've come to see the show. My performance on you, as it were, will be something I shall thoroughly enjoy. And I trust, so shall you. I am not certain we have been formally introduced. Talk, isn't it? My name is Killjoy, Dr. Killjoy, and I will be your alienist this fine evening. Welcome to the Carnate Institution for the tragically troubled, the impossibly insane, and the diabolically disturbed. Are you seeking asylum? Are you looking for the answers? Well, rest assured, you have come to the right place. It is so difficult to tame the brain. Sometimes it needs a little jolt to behave.
You enjoyed torturing him?
arrives. It is in this room that all the secrets will be revealed. I will employ an experimental device that helps me chart the undiscovered country. But you can't come to the show yet. First, you must prove to me that you truly want to be cured, and that you truly are worthy of my time. See you soon, I hope. You'll have to forgive me, miss. It's so hard to keep this place tidy when there is so much work to be done. And it is impossible to find decent help out here. But truly, this clutter doesn't even compare to the disorder inside your head, does it? That's where I do hope to do some spring cleaning. In this new art of protected life, one problem still remains. It is so very difficult to find good talent. Certainly, I am able to bring life to this piece of celluloid, but who to appear opposite me? Who to play Iago to my Othello? Eliza Doolittle to my Henry Higgins? How does it go? Oh, yes. Canst thou minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow. Raise out the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart. My, if only it were that easy. Nowhere do the stars shine as brightly as they do on Carnate Island, on this very stage where it is my pleasure to introduce to you the world of your own mind. Given a dark enough environment, this projector, this wonder of modern science, allows me to appear here before you today. No more shall my talent be confined to the time at which I display them, but instead I am able to perform to live on through the ages. And with a case as challenging as yours, I need all the time I can get. It is the work that I do that makes me worthy of their attention, of their gazing eyes, that makes me a star of unprecedented proportions. My labors show sides of the human mind hitherto unseen, revealing that which makes us do right and wrong. Don't you wonder about that? What makes you right and wrong? Monsters walk amongst us, Talk. Don't you grasp the implications? It's a brave new world. Of course, such creatures are nothing new to you, are they? Severe dementia, is it? Or perhaps chronic melancholia? Or is it an uncontrollable urge to regress back to a form unseen in modern society? One that will allow you to set matters right in the most direct way possible? Yes, I think that's it. When all else fails, go for the easy way out, the obvious answer, the brute force solution. This poor soul could not handle what he saw in the ink. Tell me what you see, Talk.
Daddy? Is that you, Daddy? I miss you a lot. When are we gonna see you again, Daddy? Daddy! Dad!
Ever wonder why you're so furious, Talk? What happens then when your world goes black? Do you ever see a creature, a beastly form, the likes of which would cause any sane man to flee in terror? Tell me about him. How does he make you feel? Sometimes it is the body that threatens the safety of the mind. Sometimes it must be removed.
You made the right choice.
Alas, the golden age of radio has passed us by. Who would care to broadcast only on the audio spectrum of human perception when it is the visuals that can truly enrapture an audience? It was a peculiar form with its attempt to create a complete world based on sound alone. If you listen carefully, you can hear their voices still. Do you hear voices talk? What do they tell you to do? At last, you have made it to the climax of this fine performance. Let me introduce our newest player. This fascinating specimen is a creature of purest strength and rage, whose presence here must prove quite a conundrum to you. His resemblance to these other soulless beasts cannot be denied, but he is altogether harder to truly understand. But with the capabilities of my experimental device, I can bring about a rebirth of the spirit, a reawakening of the soul, and thus we can shed light on this most unique situation. Why not come inside, and I shall show you? Diagnosis is complete. Your cure is at hand. You might think my methods a bit unorthodox, but my results will speak for themselves. Ahead you will encounter something altogether unlike what you've seen before. But I have something that can help you. A device that can cure you, put your demons to rest. But only if it is sufficiently powered, and only if you are in your more, shall we say, primal form. Use this correctly, and you cannot help but be cured. You do want to be cured, don't you, Doc? It's up to you now.
One of Abbott's most persistent legends tells of Dr. Killjoy, the quite insane psychiatrist surgeon who ran an asylum on Carnate. Doing research of my own, I found that he did indeed exist, though which stories are true and which are fabrication is anyone's guess. Since the cataclysm, I have 3 times seen a surgeon formed of pure light, reminiscent of 16mm film projection come to life. Could this be the fine doctor?
The asylum. On the far western edge of Carnate stands an old Victorian home built in 1877. In 1899, the home was converted into the oddly titled Carnate Institution for the Alienated. This small institution was run by one Dr. Killjoy, whose methods were far from conventional and often tragically lethal. What exactly happened to Dr. Killjoy is unknown, but the asylum was abandoned in the 1930s and has been uninhabited ever since.